Hi, I'm not yet dead, and welcome back to Shamrock Valley. So, just close the gate here. Volume seems a little bit quiet, not sure why. Anyway, so, where's the microphone? There it is, maybe it's just in the wrong place. Just give me a second, apologies. Somewhere, there it is. Right, let's move that down a little bit. Yeah, that could be it. Okay, let's try that. Hopefully that's better. Right. Oh, how did I manage to get across here? Anyway, into the truck. So I've released the truck, as you can see, and as the title suggests, animal movements. I'm hoping there's sheep in here. There better be. Just open it up, have a look. Oh yes, good. So, yeah, I've been busy this morning. It's been a bit of a wet day so far, and looks like it's set in for a wee while. So I figured it was time. I've been talking about it for a while. I figured it was time to move some of the animals around. And so the final stage of that, I have to say I've done most of it off screen, because I must have made about, I don't know, what's it say? Half an hour. So I've done half an hour of just shuffling back and forwards with pigs mostly, but we've now got some sheep in here, so we'll recap on that in a little bit. I also made a slight mistake out of game. I had a mod reshuffle, clean them all out, and somehow managed to forget to reinstall the cow shell pasture mod, but you know what, we haven't got enough males to worry about it on here, so I'm going to give up on the idea of separating the cows. We've got one male at the moment, so it doesn't really matter. I'll do that elsewhere. Right, hopefully that'll be right. Let's get this gate open. Leave that one open. I'm quite surprised that is open actually, but that's fine. Okay, let's come into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 males. That's quite a lot of male sheep. That's pretty good. Right, behave yourselves. So they should feed straight away. Let's just check. From the grass that's in the pasture sheep barn. It's not registered yet, so let's see how they go. But yeah, so bit of a recap while we're in this menu then. The pigsty, the main pigs down at Scatterbrook, we were up to, I don't know, 150 again or something. So I sold a whole load of the slightly older piglets. I must have made about 4 trips to and from the animal dealer, and I've taken the males that were in there and brought them up here. This one already had 50 in it, so I've sold, I think, maybe all of the females that were in here. Are these all male pigs now? Yes, they are. So I've sold all the sows, and we're just left with the males, and off the top of my head I can't remember what a male pig's called, but anyway, and so this is now just the male pigs, which is what I want to do. I sold all of the others that were in here, and again they've gone down to the animal dealer, and I think that was 2 trips, even with a truck that takes 21. And we bought all the male sheep up from the pasture up to here, and we'll just frankly fatten them up before we sell them on. That's the plan. I kind of had to clear out, quite apart from the fact that I wanted to do it, I kind of had to clear the pigs out because they were getting really low on food, and I haven't got a lot of corn left, so it just made sense, because then the supplies they've got will go a lot further. So we've done that. As you said, cows, yeah, we've only got 1 male, so it just actually doesn't seem worth worrying about it. We'll keep them together. We have got a few more coming actually, baby cows, or calves as you might say, so we'll see how that goes, and we're still left with 40 sheep down in our main pasture. That means that this has served its purpose. We can return it. Oh, and I should say Hey Braden, how you doing? And I should say that actually, yeah, we made a fair amount of money actually on selling the pigs. They weren't particularly old. That truck's creeping forwards, isn't it? So very quickly, yeah, nearly 58,000 on selling pigs, which is pretty decent. Yeah, not too bad, thanks Braden. I had a bit of a bad weekend, so I've not streamed, so I've actually taken a day off today just to recuperate a little bit, and I'm feeling a bit better, thanks. So yeah, I'm not too bad. Right, and this I left the tractor down here when I picked this up this morning. It was a bit too wet to walk. Thoroughly miserable day. Now, is that fertilizer in that tank? Because I'll need to do that as well at some point. I'll have myself enough room to get through. Ooh, maybe just about. There we go. Victorian A. Thank you. You know what? We'll cheat. We'll do the other one the other way. Least items truck. Thank you. So yeah, it cost me a bit of money to do that, but it was well worth it, because if I'd have done it with a smaller trailer, oh my goodness, it would have taken forever. So let's jump back in the Fendt, head back up to the yard. We'll put some lights on, I think. It's a little bit dull. Oh yeah, I was going to check that tank, wasn't I? It's fertilizer, right? Not herbicide, or is it herbicide? No, it's herbicide, right, okay, so we're a bit low on fertilizer then. Might still be some on that trailer in the sheep farm, which reminds me actually, sheep have stopped producing wool, so kind of need to get that too, get it on the trailer and have it ready to be sold. Because it's summer, you know, as you can tell from the weather. So, yeah, need to, they've stopped producing their wool, they've all been shorn for the year. So need to wait for a decent price on wool. Right. So I guess the first thing to do should be to take some water up to the sheep. Kind of hoping that that pasture is seasons compatible and they'll start eating the grass from it. If not, I could take a couple of bales up. It's no big deal. In fact, I could take some and store some in the in the pig barn, actually. There's plenty of space in there just to store a few bales. Whoa, sliding around. No one ever comes down this road, it's fine. They always go the other way. Come on. Come on. Right, water, yes, I know. It's funny because I do have this one on No Man's Land as well and I just couldn't remember. For a second, just back up a little bit. Unlike the safety of No Man's Land, I can't leave the gates shut. There's a busy road just down the way, don't want the sheep wandering about. Ooh, they've all stopped. They are stunned by the presence of a tractor. There it is. I'm going to say, where's the trigger? There we go. There you go, sheepies. Yeah. It doesn't look like it's recognising it as a pasture. So I might need to give them some food. No, there's a little tiny little bit in there. That's really weird. Not sure why that would be, to be honest. Close that one, keep the weather out. Just bear with me a second. Okay, back to where we were. They didn't use much, did they? So who else needs water actually? So the main sheep, I could do with a bit while we've got it. The cows definitely, and the pigs are fine because I've just cleared them out. And I've already cleaned up their thing this morning and they've already made a load of mess again. There you go. Stop that. Close that. No, that's fine, Braden. That's absolutely fine. Some like to comment a lot. Some like to just react what's going on. I vary myself actually if I'm watching. Sometimes I just like to have it on and, you know, just I might be busy doing something else. Sometimes, whoa, sliding again. Sometimes I might comment a lot. Oh, it depends how I feel. It's all good. It's just nice to have you watching. Have you along for the ride? Wow, this really does slide around a lot. I suppose it's quite heavy. Ooh, so some big news. We'll have to put down the pig farm at some point. I've got something to show you all. I've done a little bit off here in the background. Wow, we really need to come and clean up. Yeah, so they've definitely stopped producing. That half pallet's been there for a wee while. And do we have any more fertilizer on that trailer? Yes, we do. Oh, look. You see, it appears that me keeping lists of mods that I'm using doesn't seem to work very well. Either that or I missed one. Because I had a trailer here. Okay. So I need to get that trailer reinstalled. I like that trailer. Is it done already? I need to be a bit more careful before I do it next time. Just now and again, I just have to clear them all out. It's quicker to reinstall the game than it is to go through the mods and figure out which ones I'm not using. It was only a cheap trailer and I'd only leased it anyway. But I will need it. Let's not try and run over the sheep. So we sold one lot of bales from that field. We've still got the bales in field number 2. Should be able to see them from here actually. You see the bales in the field? Just about. Still got those to pick up and sell. And I've got a load more done too. Obviously got a lot of field work to do, but I did a lot of spraying on screen last time, so we'll just get some animal stuff done today mostly, I think. And I'll do the fertilizer spreading and all that jazz off screen, because we did most of it last time. Slightly concerned that because of the rain the soil hasn't warmed up, and therefore I don't know if the corn and soybeans that we sowed yesterday is actually going to germinate. And you know what the logical thing to do here, quite apart from not trying to reverse an A-frame trailer, is to go this way. Stop and think for a minute which end the hinges were on. I need to clean the manure out the cow shed again. Ooh, just left enough room. Right, swing in. Gonna hit that. Just nudge the edge, that's fine. Put it up close so we can get it. This may not be enough, but it'll see him for now. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. I did it last night. Actually, that might just be enough. Yep. As you can see, they need some TMR and they need cleaning as well. So, that's the next job. Probably must move that thing there. Might refill this. so that it's ready. And there we go. So, I was going to get a new feed mixer. I was going to get a self-propelled feed mixer. Is that full yet? Nearly. It's fine, we leave it to it. And then something very special came out. So I changed my mind. It was really that simple. Now have I got front loader forks on here? I do. Okay. So let's do that then. Stick with this one for now. Ah, but that's in the way. Right. So, we've got this, and everybody knows it's the Kuhn mech fibre. But this is a special edition, so they called it Lizard. There you go. It's an Irish brand, so it had to be done, and I love this thing. It's just a completely different design to all the others. I've used it once before on 17, and it's just come to 19, so rather than using our loose silage, it's fine. We've got a stack of silage bales that need using up that we've had for a really long time. So that's all good. Are they both straw? They are. That's a bit weird. Okay. So they get this done, and then we can actually go and it's not yet dead, Braden. You ask me that every time, and I tell you every time. It's just the same as my YouTube ID. Right, let me think. It's a 22,000 litres. You know what? We can, with gay and carefree abandon, put a whole bale of straw in. How exciting is that? Let's open up the claw, lift up the bale. I don't know how that one got over there. I'm pretty sure I brought these two back nice and neatly stacked, and that didn't really seem to work for whatever reason. Right, let's get some lights on the matter. Oh, sorry, beg your pardon. Bit tight. Right, could actually do with moving that tractor, couldn't we? Because that's in a silly position. Right. There we go. So I'm going to put that here, and we're going to unfold it. Oh no, we're not. Ooh, that didn't do what I expected. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? Come over. Wow. Get into the workings. Awesome. That's interesting. So I did figure out this morning. Ah, that was it. Gotcha. That's what I wanted. Was that your request I just got, Braden? Braden, brother, big brother. Cool. Then yes, it was. Right. There we go. Straw. So what did I say this was? 22,000 litres. So that's a funny number. Basically we can only get 20, sorry. So 5 bales. So we'll have, if we do one of straw, one of straw, 2 of hay, 2 of silage. That's easy. That didn't work. I say it's easy, it should be easy. Right, there we go, that's better. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. We're alright. It's alright. Nobody panic. Make sure we got them well and clamped. There we go. Right, swing it around the other way without getting stuck. Actually not, that surely that wasn't a tractor I got stuck on. That's bizarre. Okie dokie. There we go, that's that. Oh, I might need to move the mass out of the way. That was a silly place to leave it, wasn't it? That doesn't work. Whatever. Hay. Oh, that's slightly inconvenient. So somehow there's an odd hay bale there, which is a bit weird. I'm sure that's not right, actually. Why is there an odd hay bale there? And then we need 2 from there. That's not convenient at all, is it? Oh, sorry, Braden. No, this is on a single player, not a multiplayer. But we could do that another time, though. If that's what you want to do. I usually start in single player when I'm streaming, unless I've planned in advance. So apologies for that. But yeah, we could do that another time. I'm not be able to get the angle to get this. Can we? So let me think about this. So if I try and pick up that on that side, and then there we go. It works. Woo. And I made it out the door, and I was wondering for a minute. I saw that, yeah, actually, you know what, I haven't played a basketball game for ages. So yeah, I need to have a look, because also, what's the other one? It's Tomb Raider, one of the Tomb Raider games, right, which, actually, I've never really played the Tomb Raider series, so I should look into those, actually. Right, it's spinning, it's getting excited. The reality is that I never have a chance to play all the games I bought, or all the previous free games that we've got. Really, that doesn't look particularly full, if that's only supposed to be 2,000 litres off being full. How are we doing? Have I miscalculated? Hang on. 2 silage, 2 straw, or 2 hay, 1 straw. 4,000 litres each. Should be 20,000 litres. That says 16,849. That's a very peculiar amount. Why would that be? What's the mix like? I haven't got my panel plugged in to go the long way. Mix is good. Isn't that peculiar? Well, I could add 1 of anything, to be honest. I tell you what, there was an odd stray straw bale. So I think we'll be alright to... so you play an NBA then, Craig? Whoa, steady. Right. Is that any good? Because I tell you, I went through a stage of really liking basketball games and I just haven't played them for so long. Fingers crossed. Which trailer? What? The mixer wagon that I'm using? This one here, the green one in front of us. Yep, it's the Lizard mech fiber. Technically it's a Keenan, but it's not allowed to be branded Keenan, unfortunately, on console. So the Lizard mech fiber came out late last week. Right, fingers crossed that's still the right colour. Yep, just about. Fine. as I leave this out, because I'll nip up to the sheep with a couple of hay bales if they're I can get rid of that now. Should just check actually. They haven't. Oh no, it has. It's finally picked up the fact. Oh, bizarrely enough, not a lot, but picked up that there is some grass. How strange. It's quite a small pasture. Maybe it's just not really big enough for the number of sheep. So that's fine. We'll take a couple of hay bales up anyway. Need to go and clean up the sheep. Need to clean the cows. Oh, also need some straw. So while we're messing around with straw, we might as well give them some. Comment it, please. Comment what? Sorry. Oh, what? Put it in the comments. Yeah, I will absolutely. Always. I can't remember who did it actually. I'll be honest. Yeah, it usually sometimes takes me a day or two to get around to it, but I always put a list of the mods that I've used in the description. Yeah, definitely. I can do that. If you go into the mod hub, it should be in the sort of, most recent type list. It's quite cool. It's a completely different design. And this is quite cool, this sort of side screw here that unloads. It's really good. It's a really good one. But yeah, so if you look in the recently added or whatever it's called, or it'll be in animals. But yeah, I was going to get a self-propelled one because I've got some loose. Oh, I didn't quite take all of it. Cool. All right. Well, that's fine. In that case, I'm going to leave this right here. I don't think I need this tractor anytime soon. But yeah, it's cool. I absolutely love it, and it's a great mod. It's a shame it can't be branded, but it is a good mod. Right, so let's open up this one. Find our broom. The magic broom. Wait. Thank you. DDD. There we go. Good enough. And last but by no means in any way leastish, need some straw. I wish I would if I knew where the thing was. Can I show it? In what sense? Let's have a look. I mean that. It's cool. Look at the warning signs on the side. Do not overload the machine. A good. Wow, that really is cool. Look at that. Use the recommended shear pile. Oh no, shear pin in the PTO shaft. That's very cool. Nice. Oh, can't get out. Right, let's get some straw. I hope the straw shredder's in here. It better be. Or is that another mod that I didn't put in? Oh well, we'll not worry about straw then. We'll do that next time. What's the mod hub? Well, in the game. So if you go into the game, right, okay, so yeah, so if you've not started using mods yet, so in the game, when you load it up, really, have I not put that in? Oh god, How bad am I with these mods and not putting them back in properly? Nope. Sorry, just bear me with a second. Could just get the Warzy. I haven't used the Warzy for a while. I do like it. Ooh, I could get the Pro Chop. I haven't used that for a while either, actually. Maybe we'll do that. Anyway, sorry, yeah. Oh, so there it is actually, in animals, yeah. Yeah, so you see it says mod. So yeah, mods. So, okay. Mod Hub is, if you go into the game on the main menu, and the first option on the left hand side, it says career when the game loads up, and that's where you access your save games. And then below that, honestly I don't remember, I think below that is the tutorials and stuff like that, but a bit further down, I think it's either third or fourth option in the list, it says mods. And if you go in there, and it comes up with a load of topics, a bit like the in-store. It's a bit like the in-store, except rather than being separated as vehicles and tools, they're all together. And yeah, in there you can download mods. So there are loads of people, I mean Giants released them as well, but there are loads of people who create mods just to add to the game. And on console they're all tested by Giants. That's not to say that they're always perfect, but they're tested by Giants before they put up there, and you just go through and you select any that you're interested in, and it gives you a description of them, so you can have a look and say on some photos and things like that, and you can make a decision whether that's something you might like. And then if you do, you just press X to download when you're in there, and you can download it. It just, there's all sorts of stuff. So yeah, well worth it. Right, that should now. Yeah, there we go. Unfortunately means I need a broom up here as well to clean them out. See, I mean, loads of the stuff that I've got here is mods. This tractor, this fork, the other tractor, the big Massey Ferguson that I was just using, the food mixer that you just saw, both of these pastures, they're all mods. None of them are from Giants. So yeah, if you've not checked that out yet, I mean, wow. Whew. There's a lot in there. Definitely worth having a look. Ooh, let's have a look. Going to animals. It's just the Mech Fiber 365. There you go. It may or may not say lizard before it in the mod hub. It doesn't always look the same in mod hub, but just Mech Fiber. And yeah, you can search the mod hub as well. So when you go into that main page and it's got all the different categories, just press the square button, comes up with a search box, and you can just, if you just type mech, it'll come up. Almost certainly. Almost certainly. Right, what was I going to do next? Is that it for the animals for now? Yeah, it's not bad actually. Just the straw, and you know what? There's not even enough space to put one bale, so we'll leave that for now too. I do need to go feed the pigs at some point. How much? I'm slightly worried about how much corn I've got left actually. 4,000 litres. I may end up having to buy some pig food. That would really suck. Oh well, it's fine. The amount of money I just made from them, I can sure as heck afford it. It's all good. Too low. Alright. 4,000 be like that. Nope. Right, what are we going to do now then? You found it? Good. Excellent. Oh, annoyingly enough, I'll need this tractor. Yes, the mod hub is a bit of a treasure trove of all sorts of things. Some which you think you'll go, oh, I was wondering about that, or you'll go, I never realised that I really wanted that, but it will completely change the way I play the game. And then unfortunately you'll get addicted to trying everything that comes out, and you'll never have enough space for them all, because there is a limit as to how much we can download in terms of storage. That's all. What we'll do is we'll try very carefully. God, that trigger comes out a long way. Probably would have been, on reflection, quicker to have run out of space. Yep, it would have been easier to have turned it round, but never mind. We're nearly there. Right, we're away. Let's get inside where it's dry. Doo-doo-doo. Come on, slow coach. Oh, if you're going up that hill, I'm going to overtake you, because I'm not following you all the way. Oh, 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 very clear. There's a near miss. And of course there's something coming, so I can't overtake him, obviously. Well, I can't go as slow as you're going. Right, now best that we come outside. Oh, and of course we've got stuck on the gate. Sorry, pardon me. Yes, yes, alright, chill out. Right. Yeah, you gotta love the traffic. Should we need that anymore? Okay. So how many bales have we got here? Oh, there's a lot of weeds in here. Again, I'm going to have the problem of I don't think I've got enough time to actually fertilise and weed, and the fertiliser will have a greater effect on the overall growth and yield than weeding will. So you get weeds and grass. It is what it is. Can I raid you? How do you mean? Oh wow, we really do have a lot of weeds on here. Oh, not ready. So we should get a second cut off here before the end of the year. It's midsummer. Oh, how come I've got indicators running? That's odd. Oops. Wow, we got a lot of bales off this field. Actually, we've got too many. No. Mind you, they should be silage by now. Oh, we just got enough. I'm going to say, because otherwise I'd need to unload them somewhere or take them straight down to the biogas plant. Before we put the last one in, I'll check one. Once they're on the trailer, you can't check them. I'll check one and make sure that they are silage. Nice full trailer, that's what we like to see. Yep, excellent. It's worth being sure. Clear right, clear left. Wow, that's amazing. Just try and wiggle out, leave enough room. Actually, no, I'm not going to close it because I'm going to come up in a minute and fertilise it. It's fine. So for now then, I'm going to take these to the yard. I mean, I could take them down to the biogas plant, but I'll take these to the yard. We'll go and get the sprayer. Take that quite wide with a full trailer. Take these to the yard and leave them there. Just need to figure out exactly where I want to put the trailer. I think what we'll do oops. There we go, that'll do. Right, so let's have a quick look in the dry at what we need to do with our fields. Hi, Stean Farms. Stean, is that right? Yeah. Hi, how you doing? Welcome. Just having a wet day on Shamrock. Figuring out what we need to do next. I'm not optimistic about fields 15 and 38, whether they'll actually germinate, but fortunately all the other fields are doing okay. Let's see. So 137.17 all fully fertilized. 9.3 2 and 7 all need spraying, as do 15, 38 and bits of 32, and they all need weeding. So let's get the last lot of fertilizer on 3, 7, 9 and hang on 2, and then come tomorrow all but 2 will be ready to be sprayed with herbicide, which will help. Or I could do it the other way around, to be honest. In fact, we could do herbicide just for a change. We've got more herbicide available than we've got fertilizer, so actually that would make sense. I'm alright, thank you, Stem Farms. I'm okay. How are you? Yeah, I've not been great this weekend, so I haven't streamed for the last 2 days, which is really unusual. Normally I would, but I've taken a day off today to recuperate a little bit. So yeah, just doing a bit of a stream, catching up a bit on everything that needs doing. Sure. You know what? Actually, the tiny little bit of fertilizer that's left in here is pretty much all the fertilizer we've got left. So let's go see if it will just be enough to do field whatever that was, 2 we just said, and then maybe what I might do, because I've had this since I started on this map, so maybe it's time that I changed it, and maybe we'll get something else to do some of the other stuff, and we'll do some herbicide. I've got 3, or at least 2 and a bit containers of herbicide available, so yeah, we could do a bit of weeding. Might need to put crop ties on though, I think, because at the very least field 1 is in a good growth stage now, so we'll need to avoid damaging the crop. Let's close the gate so it doesn't get in the way. Okay. So what match are you playing at the moment, Stem Farms? Lower it down. Switch it on. Looking good. Whoa, what was that? Okay, there's something very strange going on. You're not seriously telling me that... Oh, it's gone too low. Well, that was weird. How odd. Ah, that was kind of what I meant to do. Okay. Fair enough. My bad. I was going to say, surely you can't tell me this isn't powerful enough to use this. It's tiny. That's better. Try that again, shall we? Is it going to be enough? Let's hope so. But equally, let's hope it's only just enough. I mean, I'll just unload whatever's left anyway. It's not like I won't need it at some point over the next day or 2. often actually when the grass is cut you can actually really tell the difference, and obviously you can as well as you're fertilising it, where the actual field boundary is as opposed to the you know, what's actually cuttable grass. It's quite a way, it's quite wide actually, the boundary. Not the easiest texture in the world to see where you've fertilised and where you haven't, given the cut grass texture that it leaves, but it's manageable. And actually, interesting enough, easy to tell from a distance, which in itself is quite unusual as well. There we go, that's looking better. You know what, I think we'll be alright. And I also noticed we've got a solid fertilizer spreader as well, but not that we'd use that in this weather. Maybe if it's drier tomorrow we could use that to finish off whatever we've got before we buy some more spray. There we go. Just try and keep a nice neat edge, minimal overlap, minimal wastage, he says, before covering about a third of the boom. Just got to swing that round and cover as much as I can without wasting too much. There we go, that's better. Haha! Nice. It's going to have a little bit left over. I suppose what I could do is keep this. We're going to be doing a bit of a mix of fertilizer and herbicide over the next few days. So maybe I keep this one actually, and we'll just lease something, and it saves me constantly chopping and changing between fertilizer and herbicide. I might do that actually, because I've still got the front tank up at the farm, which I can't put on this tractor. It was empty, so that's why I thought I'd use this tractor, but maybe we would just do that. Otherwise I'll be constantly emptying them and cleaning them out, and easy just to have a separate unit, I think. Done. Nice. Quick. Whoa. Let's get out of his way. Tiny! How you doing, my friend? Twice in a day? Mate. This is unusual. This is quite unusual for me to catch one of Donny's streams. I quite enjoyed what I did actually get distracted and do something else in the end, but it was quite nice to watch a bit of Donny on Stone Valley this morning. That's a lovely looking map. God, I wish I had the time. Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Finally getting around doing a bit of streaming. Feeling a bit better, still got a bit of pain, but it's going. Between antibiotics and painkillers, it's subsiding. So yeah, just doing a little bit chilled out stuff in the wet, which is actually quite nice. I'm getting a little bit bored of the constant sunshine over here, so it's actually kind of nice to be somewhere where it's raining. And boy is it raining. Yep, finally got around to separating all of the male pigs out. Separated all the male sheep out. It's going good. got me a new food mixer, the Kuhn, which actually is there, which is kind of cool. Now, where did I leave? Must be over here. Yeah, there we go. Well, I better shut that, and I don't know, those getting too damp. Yeah, so far I've spotted 3 mods. I did what I do occasionally, done it twice actually, and I completely uninstalled the game from my PlayStation, so that it removed all of the mods, including those annoying ones that you download and then it won't let you uninstall them, where it says you've uninstalled them but then they magically reappear and need an update. So yeah, so I had a few of those, so quicker just to delete the game, reinstall it, and then selectively re-download the mods that I actually need, rather than the whole backlog of stuff that I've downloaded and never got around to using. And managed to identify about 3 mods that I've missed off this farm, which is just goes to show how bad I am at tracking what mods I'm using, despite the fact I try and keep a list. But there you go. Right, crop protection. So I want to use some of the new ones because they're cool. 4,600. I think a trail one might be a little bit awkward for some of these fields, much as I'd love to use it. But I think if we had the front tank and this one, and I'm actually going to go totally crazy and I'm going to buy it because I want to be able to adjust the boom width, boom length, boom width, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, it's the only way to do it really, frankly. It just gets so complicated and you just run out of space. You're constantly finding stuff you can delete to make more space, and it's made such a difference. I've now got, because I'm only really doing 2 series at the moment, so I did have some left over when I played with Johni one time and from another map, and yeah, it's just quicker. It's just the quickest way to do it and clean out a load of stuff. And I've now got enough space. I've got 4 maps installed, which is just amazing, and a couple of big ones too. Right, so anyway, let's get this one. And actually, price wise, oh yeah, it's definitely worth doing this. Right, okay, yeah. So a couple of big fields to do today, so let's go big. Only goes at 28 anyway, so actually that's good. Wow, does that make it a lot more expensive though? Maybe I should just get it big and lease it. How does it compare to the one we've got? Owned items. 21. Ah, fine. It's not that much bigger. Okay, fine. Then in that case, I'm going to lease it, but get it full size. Oh no, it goes at 28. Yeah, it's fine. Cool. So that tank there is herbicide, okay. Oh, I need to change the tyres. Uh-oh. Oh. Should have done that first. That was bozo-esque. Right, it's fine, we've got to go up to the yard anyway, because I've got some more herbicide up there. Does this have a fill level thing on it somewhere? Oh yeah, sure it does. Oh. Okay. And that was that. Please tell me, actually I just thought, please tell me this has got a narrows option. Ooh. Let's hope so. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Otherwise that front tank would have been a real waste of money. Right, let's do... Is it filling? Yep, it is. Nice piece of kit. So it's not going to take much more. There we go. Leave that there a second. Leave that there a second. Let's go see about these tyres. It's good to get out the rain just for a second. Jesus, we're out there. And no signs of it stopping either. Ooh, and we need to repair it. Look at that. Grief. Narrows. You know what, it doesn't look too bad either, does it? Look at that. Nice. But they always look rubbish from the back though, don't they? There we go. Right, to field 1. Let's get rid of some weeds. It's like being on holiday, it's so wet. But you know what, it doesn't bother me. I love rain. Especially when you're in a place like this, just the green and the trees, and it just smells good. Freshness of summer rain. Right, where are them pesky weeds? Oh yeah, I see them. Okay. So let's get ourselves sorted. It's got quite a wide boom, so let's leave plenty of room. We'll adjust it in a moment. That's an awful lot of folding. Oh yeah. Wow, and it's still folding. Jeez Louise, look at that. Cool. And bizarrely enough, that implies that some of these haven't actually changed growth stage since the last time this field was sprayed. That seems really, really unlikely. But okay. Oh no, that's better. The point is it killing the weeds? Let's find some weeds and let's watch them die. It's a bit dark, isn't it? Die, weeds, die. Okay. There we go. Bye bye, weeds. Lovely jubbly. I'd say I find it all a bit weird, this whole you know, you can't spray herbicide if you've already put fertilizer on in the last growth cycle, because you're running out of growth cycles, frankly, to do 3 lots of fertilizer and herbicide at least once in the, you know, that's 4 lots of times you've got to cover the field. Well, I suppose what you should do is pre-spray the field for either herbicide or fertilizer, and you know, if you apply a fertilizer when you sow the field and blah blah, then it's not so bad. But it seems a lot to try and squeeze in. Again, though, it would be better if I wasn't doing 3-day seasons, to be fair. It's a nice unit. I've been wanting to try this in anger. I haven't tried it since I used it since I did my first look at the DLC. shall look forward to using the trail one at some point. Now this should be this field now done. It's had all its fertilisation and now a layer of herbicide, but there's every chance it might need another spray of herbicide before the year end, before harvest anyway. I'm not sure how long herbicide's supposed to last. To all intents and purposes I'm spraying most of the field preemptively because there's not that many weeds in it really. Beautiful. I'm going to hit the edge. Yep, I am. Only just though. That's not too bad. There we go. What, 4.5 passes pretty much. Nice. Pretty efficient on the old usage. Those wheels got mucky quick. Let's run this way. There. Tiny little patch somewhere here. There we go. Right, fold that up on to the next one. How long have I been going? I don't even know. Oh right, hour and 10 minutes. Okay, we'll just do a couple more and then I might call it a day. Need to get some rest. Might do some trains. Might just record a train, save me talking. I'll just do one without narration and put that up later on. I love the new Fernland stuff, I really do. I think it's really good. I mean, obviously the highlight is the fast bale, right? And I'm using that on No Man's Land at the moment. That's a great piece of kit. But actually I really like these, you know, I mean, alright, I'm not going to bother. I'll just lease them rather than buying them. But, you know, the fact that you can change the width of the sprayers, so you can change them. If you own it, you can change it between field. I think that's awesome. I really like the mowers with the centre swath between the pair. Yes, I'm really looking forward to needing to plough something that's, you know, and I love that plough anyway. My son has that as a toy version of that. He's had it for a long time, and I've been saying for ages I wish we had this in FS, and here it is. So and then the and of course the variable width spreader as well, that you can change on the fly. That's awesome. I'm using that on No Man's Land at the moment, and it really makes such a difference. It's so good. So yeah, I like it. There's you know, and even just, you know, even if this didn't have variable width, it just looks a bit different, you know. It's just a slightly different design. Got the lights on the front tank here, and you know, it's just nice to have something a bit different. I don't get a lot of modded sort of 3-point link sprayers and that kind of stuff, so it's, and even the ones we've had have just been variants of the ones we've already got in game, so it's just nice to have something, you know, a bit different. So no, I like it. It's good. I think it's a good pack. The cultivators are, I suppose, a bit less interesting. You know, they're just big cultivators. We've got lots of big cultivators in game already, but you know, it's just a nice pack with lots of different pieces of equipment in. I think it's good. Is this the one with lights, or is it the trail one? That's the trail one that's got lights on it, right? Hang on, what? Yeah, it's the trail one that's got lights on it. You know what, that's maybe a touch tricky to do. Have you done any more trains recently, Tiny? Oh, so looking forward for TSW coming out. TSW2, rather, should I say. It's only a couple of weeks now. 3 weeks. Oh, and the Snow Runner pack, the thing, first thingy, whatever, is out this week, actually. So I better do some Snow Runner sometime too. So many games, so little time. Because I wasn't well, I didn't do a any of The Last of Us 2 this weekend, which is a bit of a shame. I'll try and do that. Maybe I'll do a couple of recordings of it. Oh, look, you can see my new field. Oh, how cool is that? That little patch of bright green over in the distance. That's awesome. I like that. How many hours on this map? Oh god, you know what? I actually looked and sort of noticed. I tend not to really bother. I think 70, 80 odd. I mean, I'm only in second year on seasons. I'm only running it 3 days, and I've done quite a bit of that at times 5. So not masses. I could probably be about 100 hours by the time I've finished. By the time I'm going to finish at the end of year 2, and then wait for the next map to come along that I want to carry on as a sort of extension to this one, because this is my semi-realistic series where I jump from farm to farm and take the money with me, so it just allows me to go big a bit quicker. Not that I have done with this one, it's not a particularly big map and I didn't want a whole load of fields, but I did just buy a couple of new grass fields actually, which perhaps we're going to have a quick look before I finished. Oh, I know, right? I did really enjoy SnowRunner actually. If you've got a wheel, Tiny, it now works. If it's the G whatever I've got, 29 is it? It works. You have to take all of the force feedback off because they've not really implemented that properly yet. But as a wheel, it works and it's really good. Actually, I like it with a wheel. I can't wait till I get the force feedback right because that will be amazing. Kind of guessing where I am. Let's leave a worker to it, see what he does. No, he hasn't. I suppose because it's preemptive, he doesn't like doing it. Oh, fine, we'll guesstimate it then. That's the problem, you see, when you've got weeds. It's too much crop for me to see where I've been. I can't use the map to tell me because there isn't anything that says you've sprayed herbicide on here. So you really are just guessing. I can barely tell the difference. I really can. I think it's about here. Note to self, preemptive herbicide definitely best done early. But then it just means if I missed bits, I'll get weeds on them and I'll come back and just do that bit, so whatever, it's fine. Sure looks good though, that looks awesome. Lift it up, get it over the hedge. What, the fact that the weeds are patchy? Yeah, it does make it a lot easier. If you've got a field, I know it's a bit weird to have a field full of weeds, and I'll accept the fact that it is more realistic that you only have patches of weeds here and there, but having a field that's entirely pink on the map does mean you know where you've been and where you didn't. But hey, it's what it is. say, it just might mean that at some point... Why is it not letting me... wrong way. You know, it just means that at some point there'll be weeds, but it'll only be a very small patch, and I'll just come and redo it. It's fine. Now this will be tricky. Where have I been and where have I not been? I reckon we should be right till about here. Gotta be careful, you don't want to over apply your herbicide. There we go. Right. Now the pain's starting to come back in my jaw, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop talking. I'll do some trains with that narration instead, or record a bit. Have some videos to put out later in the week. There you go. So, actually, what I do want to do very quickly, I'll leave this here because I'll go do field 9 a bit later on. Just leave that there for now. So we've done fields 1 and 3. Put an extra layer of fertilisation on field 2. May as well go spray the weeds on 7 and 9 and 37 and 17. Then it just leaves field 2 that will need more herbicide, and then 3, 7, 9 to 15, 38 and 32 will all need another layer of fertilizer, but I can't do 38 and 15 anyway until such time as they actually start growing. Oh well. But yeah, so as you can see, we're just going to have a quick look. So I bought fields 31 and 30. I was down here doing field 32, spraying fertilizer, and thought, for some reason I went down this track here. It looked interesting, and I thought, oh, these fields are nice, and it'd be a shame to leave the map and not. We'll just jump around to... I just thought it'd be a shame to leave the map and not do anything on these fields. It's a really nice area, right next to the river. Let's go for a swim. Ooh, it's cold. So I bought the fields. So I've done one lot of silage bales. It took quite a bit of doing. I did it with a single mower and baler setup. Boy, did it take a long time. Yeah. And look at this track. How great and detailed is that? And this little one here, I was going to buy the next one along as well. And I'm not even sure that I'd noticed that down here is a watermill. Ooh, nearly lost a bale. Look at that. But yeah, I just thought it was nice to come and do a bit down here. So I bought those 2 fields. We should get another load of silage bales out of them as well. So they'll be worth doing before year end. I mean, I could have bought this one as well, but it took me so long to do the other 2. I left it at that. But yeah, just nice. I thought, why not? I missed some. Look, mind it, it'll rot away. It's just a nice view down here, especially with the rain. Actually, that's quite a nice shot. Looking over at my biogas plant. I mean the biogas plant. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. Say the pain's coming back in my jaw, so I'm going to stop. And but thanks very much for watching. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It was good to get back on, do a bit of a stream, make some progress here on Shamrock. And so I'll get all of the rest of the fields herbicide as far as they can be today. Find myself something to spread some straw with, and sort the straw out at the cows. Oops. Oh yes, and replace the trailer and put the wool pallets back on it, and stack up the rest so that they're all ready to be used up, and then we'll be all set again for tomorrow morning. I'll sell the silage bales that are ready. These ones I did... Actually, these will be ready to sell by the end of the day, because it will have been 24 hours. Eight hours to go. So what'll that be? Yeah, about 8 o'clock tonight. Perfect. Cheers, Tiny. Thanks for watching. Good to chat as always, and thanks everybody else as well. If you know, likes and subscriptions are very much appreciated. If you're new, please do subscribe. It would be very much appreciated. And yeah, comments, thoughts, ideas. I'm going to finish this off. We'll finish this year on Shamrock. Call it a day. I'm waiting for a particular map that's been pre-voted, but I might do some other stuff in the meantime. So maybe I'll do a little bit on Little Norton, maybe Sandy Bay. I don't know. We'll see. And obviously No Man's Land will keep going. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. And thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.